Yeah, baby! Yeah.
All working except row of lamps out, so, or lights. Things that I've noticed on this board. So, at some point in 2021, I did this board. Right, so. Not a clue what's gone on there, but I really don't like the look of it at all. Don't know what's gone on there. Up here, I mean, something's been getting very bloody hot there, for starters. Some of them might have been and all. But I don't really know where to start. That's the problem here. So most of your lamp issues where you've got lamps out, would be caused by this area. So I'm probably going to check this area out first, and these out first. I'm going to probably remove most of that bank and have a look, see what damage has been done underneath it, because these diodes go into these transistors here. So potentially I've got an issue here. It's just not the cleanest of boards in the world anyway, but I'm going to start investigating things and try and rule a few bits out, I guess. Okay, so I've cleaned up that area with a bit of IPA. Nothing really to see here. I'm going to remove this lot next. Right, so all of those diodes are out. We can see where we've been getting very hot. D67. Is that D88 underneath or 60? No, 68 above. That area, all of it. So I'm going to clean it up with IPA. And then probably most crucially, I'm going to find out where that's going to. Now, I know it's definitely going to there. No, it's definitely going there. But the other side of it is going to go somewhere. So I'm going to find out where that's going, because that may well be my issue. I've given it a bit of a clean up. You can see I've even used a fiberglass pencil just to clean them up a bit. But yeah. Let's see where they go to next, and also check that is still buzzing and it hasn't just gone. So they go up into that plug there for the LEDs. They go there. All of them. So I've got theories in my head. If a board was laid down flat, is it possible that a coin has got stuck between a couple of them, caused the heat? Is it coming off wherever that goes to? Now the only way I can figure that out is that that's going to go into that plug. We have got some coming out of the plug, so I'd have to trace where they're all going and see if they're going into any of these. See if I can figure it out. I mean, that's fudged. Look, that's well fudged. Let's compare that. That shouldn't look like somebody's chewed it. To that one there, which doesn't look like any. That's how it's meant to look. That's how, right. So that's definitely bad. So I'll probably at this point I'm going to swap you out. I'm going to swap you out. And I'm going to test you. 2803As love going, by the way. There's loads of them on these boards. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to replace all those diodes in there. I'm going to swap out this chewed up. That's a resistor pack. I think that's what it is. It's a bank. Basically, that's one big bank of resistors. That's a resistor. That's all them resistors. So I'm going to swap that out as well. That's clearly not as it. That's how it's meant to be. Right, that's my next plan of action. So, wasn't happy with some of the readings coming off the sill pack. So, I've also removed that. I also damaged it getting out, so I couldn't test it out of the circuit to find out. And then that's coming out and going as well. So that whole area is just coming off. And I'm going to replace everything. That's where we are at the moment. So the 2803A, I genuinely believe the sill pack was probably okay. I think it was probably the 2803A that's causing an issue with the readings off that when it was in circuit, but obviously it's broken coming out, so it's out. So all three of them are out. So your resistor pack's out there, your sill pack's out there, and your U20, which is a potential likely cause of the issue, and then all of that lot. So it's going to take me a good probably hour to get all the other chips that I need off other boards, off scrappers, and start rebuilding. I had a break for a couple of hours, so I've grabbed this board. A load of corrosion down here, as you can see there, so it wasn't one that was ever going to get saved, but all that stuff in the top corner looks pretty good, so I'm going to steal it all. So we have put in the resistor pack there. Can't really read it even though we're in 4K. So resist pack's in, new resistor pack. So you meter across from pin, the consecutive pin on each side on them to check they're okay, that's fine. And then I've put in the resistor pack as well, and that's fine as well. So they're both in. Resistor pack? Yeah. So they're both in, they're fine, no problems. I'm going to get a 2803A, pop one of them in next. And then I'm going to put the diodes in. Honestly, like, I could have rebuilt this just to find out it's nothing to do with any of that. And I couldn't leave it anyway, so I would like to hope. In this case, the big black jar mark there was probably a good giveaway of what's going horrifically wrong with this one, but yeah, that's where we are. I've got it back together, I've rebuilt it. Going to give it a whirl on my table, check it's booting on my table next. By the sticker, this shouldn't be moment of truth, but I suppose we never know. So, I won't mind that just standing up where it's meant to stand up. Don't care if it's upside down or the right way around, as long as it... That'll do. That'll do for now. There we go. So that confirms Dwayne's diagnosis to that point is accurate. The only other thing we can now do with this one is try it in a machine and hope that everything lights up and it doesn't go kablamo. We shall find out. Just quickly, I have stuck a key on it. And it's doing exactly the same thing as the other one, which is a good sign. I've taken the other one out of Kung Fu now. That's going to be wrapped up and put away. I'm going to stand near the plug just in case, but we shall see what happens with this one. Remember, he said they were out, not blown. Not like the sound of that out of my speaker. That didn't sound promising, did it? The good news is it's not on fire.
Oh, you're the booting gunner.
Oh, I'm not, because it's not booting. Much later in the day. However, it was actually my own fault. Not a surprise, does happen. Underneath the socket, two of the pins were touching, and that's what was causing the issue. So I'm hoping I've sorted it, although I've got a lamp out that wasn't out before. We still have my dodgy speaker. But that's two broken machines that are back to, well, boards that are back to life.
Well, my son.
In the morning I'm going digging the speaker out. Oh, that's pressing start, James. Right, we're good. That is working. I'm just going to check these lamps just in case. Let it boot up. No, I've got some that have gone out that weren't out before, which is irritating. Yeah, another couple there. So they were all working, and now they're not all working, which is somewhat irritating. So I'll find out why and sort it. Good news is it was just the plug. So it's not actually the board, which is good. So, happy days. Right, we're back living. Right, so just give you a quick update. 7 o'clock at night. I'm just going to leave that one on now. Swapped over the processor card, so I put the red one back on it. Might as well test with Dwayne's red processor rather than my definitely 1,000,000% working green one. And I'm going to move on to board number 3. So tries to boot this one. Tries to boot. And I did it, it's not one of mine. It's not a good advert for me, this, is it? I did this one in 2025. So it's only last year. And it apparently doesn't work. Right, I suppose let's have a look at it, won't we? So if we can get 3 impacts done in a day, that's not bad. Maybe don't get as far as doing the M1 that's over there, but who knows? Let's see what happens. So I'm using a different game card this time. I'm using Gives a Break. It will say meter 60 error because that's what Gives a Break looks for. I know that for absolute facts because I've used it for so many boards. Anyway, right, let's see what's going on, if anything. I've also got my probe on at the moment just to see if. So, are you going to boot? Are you not going to boot? What are you going to try and do? Anything? Just going to have a quick look at pin 9. And pin 9 suggests she's trying to boot. So let's wait.
Here's Reinders. Bernardo Silva.
Is she trying to boot, or is she not trying to boot? But she doesn't appear to be filling me with much joy at the moment.
Turned it around against Dortmund. They were trailing. It's 2 goals now for Harry Kane, so that's now 30 in this league campaign for the England striker.
Doesn't appear to be trying too hard, does it? Let's get rid of that sticker. Let's check. It's not socket related. Interesting. Error 2.9 for reals. That's a bit odd. They are definitely Give Us a Break ROMs, aren't they? Yeah. So that's error in the general reels, which means it's past the meter detect. Which it shouldn't do. Because we haven't got a meter attached to it. Interesting. Let's just run it again, see what happens. Just going to drop that off as well. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, it's done the same. Not that I'm not convinced, but I'm not convinced. I guess let's have a look at a few bits here and just see what things are doing. Now this could go wrong, just if I slip it could go wrong. I'm just going to have a quick check of this IC down here. So all I'm going to do is just check the meter the voltages. So there's a ground pin up near the top, so I'm going to use that. I'm just going to be a little bit careful because you short them. That's a little bit under 5 volts. It should be 5 volts. That's about correct. That's about correct. That should be 0. That is 0. Should I have to swap hand? It should be. No, it should be a bit higher than that. No, maybe that's about right. That's right. Again, that's low. Should be near a 5 volt. That's going to go over limit, but I can fix that as well. I can just flip that to there. About 28, I think it is, that pin. Yeah. I am not 100% certain why it's bypassing the meter. I really am not convinced. Starting to doubt myself. So maybe the third board was misdiagnosis. Or maybe there is something wrong. We don't know just yet. Not 100% on this one yet. But it's putting that far on the table with the other ROMs in, so it's now got Kung Fu ROMs on it. And it's booting exactly the same as Kung Fu was booting. So, who knows? Do we have a problem? Don't we have a problem? I'm 50-50. There's only one way to find out. It's going to be to stick it in the machine. Is it misdiagnosis or have we got a fault? Let's find out. Let's find out. That's promising. Oh, that's me putting my hand on there. Less promising. More promising. Oh. I think it was just my hand. Don't put your hand on that. Right. Okay, looks reasonable. It's resetting. So, just remembered its real position. My lamps appear to be on. Let's let it go in a trap before we try pound. Yeah, we're all good in a trap. So this one, probably something else was wrong. Maybe sound card, maybe ROMs, something else. But this. Barcode's closer.
Roll 'em. Oh, you're the bacon Jonah. Oh, nice move.
Am I about to show you something? wonder what that was. So bod number 3 was just a case of misdiagnosis. People do sometimes they just can't see the wood for the trees with these because there's so many other things in play and you've got other cards and yeah, so Dwayne sent me that assuming faulty. But it's all good. She works. So that's good news, isn't it? That's one less thing to fix for me. So today, considering today started about 11 AM, we've now got definitely 3 working main boards, even though I didn't do anything with one of them. Definitely a working processor, that I didn't do anything with, but 2 boards that I have fixed, which just leaves me a Mega M1